Well, ladies and gentlemen, it appears to be happening. Another attempt to delay Donald Trump's sentencing in his criminal conviction on 34 felony counts has been rejected by a judge. And we appear, things could change, we appear to be barreling towards sentencing just a few days from now, for 2 weeks from now, in fact, on September 18th for Donald Trump. ABC News reports, judge denies Trump's second attempt to move his hush money case into federal court. The former president is scheduled to be sentenced on September 18th. Trump had asked the federal court to intervene and delay sentencing after the Supreme Court ruled in July that Trump is entitled to immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts undertaken while in office. However, U.S. District Judge Alvin Hellerstein wrote yesterday, quote, nothing in the Supreme Court's opinion affects my previous conclusion that the hush money payments were private, unofficial acts outside the bounds of executive authority. And of course, it doesn't take a law degree to come to that conclusion. That's for sure. Trump's sentencing scheduled to take place September 18th. As I mentioned, Trump filed a notice of appeal signaling his plan to appeal this latest decision to the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. And of course, as a reminder, Trump found guilty in May, 34 felony counts, falsifying business records due to the hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels in order to boost his electoral prospects in 2016. So where are we on this right now? There was an argument made by defenders of Trump in the immediate aftermath of the July decision from the Supreme Court that because of the immunity that the Supreme Court determined Trump has, he simply cannot be sentenced in this particular case. What it ultimately comes down to is what we knew it would come down to beforehand based on the oral arguments that were made. What constitutes an official act? And there's a very dangerous double-edged sword here because there were these hypotheticals that were put together, outlandish in a way, but really addressing a very real issue. What if Joe Biden or Kamala Harris determined that as an official act to preserve the national security of the United States, Trump must be killed? If they can couch it as an official act based on what the Supreme Court found, that would be an action for which they would have immunity. Now, what the right wingers love to say when we bring this up is nobody's talking about that. That's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Well, but hold on a second. When we talk about slippery slopes, there are times where a slippery slope is asserted and it is logically fallacious and it doesn't make sense. This is a case where it is exactly the thought experiment that we need. Because what we are talking about is presidents on their own say-so based on determinations they've made unilaterally without an empirical basis, saying, as president, here is what I am doing and what I am ordering, and therefore I should be immune. So we all understand the very sharp double-edged sword that exists here. At least for now, the judge has determined Trump's sentencing can go forward. It's 2 weeks away. I don't know what to expect. I think I think the most likely outcome is Trump doesn't serve a day of jail or prison. Now, that doesn't mean there would be a sentence, but it's suspended, an attempt at home confinement. I don't know. But if we're a betting man, which I'm not, I'm still leaning on Trump doesn't serve a single day. Let me know what you think. If you run a business or organization and want to get your brand out there, or even just have your own DIY project, like maybe helping a political candidate spread their message, Printful is the perfect way to do it. Our sponsor, Printful, is the world's #1 on-demand print and fulfillment service. Printful empowers your business or personal projects by giving you a huge range of high-quality products, easy-to-use design tools, and seamless integration with your online store, so Printful can ship directly to your customers. Or if you're just getting started, Printful offers a free tool, Quick Stores, to quickly and easily launch a store. Whether you're beginning a new venture, scaling up your existing brand, Printful will handle everything: production, packaging, and shipping. You can get your design printed or embroidered on just about anything: clothing, coffee mugs, magnets, even unusual ones like dog collars and puzzles. And it is election season. So if you want to help get the word out about your favorite candidate, Printful is the perfect place to do it. Get your political message printed on t-shirts, posters, flags, bumper stickers. The possibilities are endless. Get started at davidpakman.com/printful. The link is in the description.